But I was saying, like, no, I think you should release all your beats as NFTs, and maybe some of the albums release them as NFTs. And see what they go for. See if they go for the 100,000 or whatever the price mark you want it at, and have someone own it and bid on it, or bid on an NFT, man. Bidding on NFTs is the future, and like you have legendary shit.
See, we've been thinking about it. Me and Am going to do something at the end of the year. We're doing this reunion tour. We talking about doing some NFT shit.
You have to.
But I seen some of the homies who've done it.
Yeah.
And the shit blew up.
Right.
And I seen some people do it, and it didn't really.
It's a gambling game.
It's just,
but it might lead a connection you couldn't even think of fathom. That's what I'm thinking of. It could get you in the tech world. It can get you into that. It just, if you follow the trend, it might lead you in a good crowd.
But look at this. Look at this. With the NFT shit right now, it's like a small percent of people are really on this shit, caking off of it.
Yeah.
Right? But like crypto was 2 years ago. Now imagine if you do it now, and 2 years from now your NFT is existing.
Yeah.
Who knows of what the fucking valuation is going to be in
right.
But it'll take nothing for you to make it. Really.
But it promotes albums well, because the word NFT is the most popular word on YouTube right now. So the fact that you're just saying you have an NFT might promote the music a little bit better. Maybe 18% better than it normally would have. You know what I mean?
So I think what NFT is because of Android, right? No FaceTime.
He said no FaceTime. Is it the air horn you're trying to do?
Konnichiwa! You're on the Pried Rice.
He was not on it. Ian was just like this. And I'm like looking at him for the laugh, and he's just being Asian over here with the emotionalist face. And I was like,
Let's
no.
introduce my guy right here. We got Zumbi.
Zumbi from the Zion I crew.
Yes, sir.
Legendary. I really loved all your songs. We'd be listening when I was when Carl was living in Oakland. We'd be out there just always playing the newest Zion.
Man.
Name your favorite Zion song that you used to slap.
Name it was like the crazy EDM beat almost that you came with. That was like one of the hottest singles that you had, but it was almost like an EDM type of influence beat. Yeah.
Human being.
I gotta know the beat.
Try to sing it. Try to sing what you remember.
I'm horrible at that. I don't have any rhythm. I don't have any rhythm, and they'll know that I don't have a rhythm. And then I own a studio, and then people won't record here anymore. They're like, "Oh my god."
The Bay. Everybody knows the Bay.
Yeah.
That shit right there. Whenever you perform that shit.
I think that's the one.
You feel me? That is the one. Like we were just talking about, "Tell Me When to Go." Like that's in that when you perform that. That shit,
it's got energy, yeah.
Nah, but especially on some
had the most radio play.
You know, we're not saying you play that in New York, they're gonna get the same energy response.
Hey,
but here,
I can't even play that shit in LA like that. Like
really,
the vibes switch up a little bit when I do the Bay down there. They unless it's a Bay Area crowd. I'm just saying, like, that's a very regional song for real.
For sure, but yeah, 100%. So talk about your crowds, man. Like, what is a typical Zion I crowd?
High Road Day, they kill it. It's just like rock star status shit. You know what I mean? High Road Day, y'all rock block.
I mean, that's about how many groups is on High Road Day? Like 50 though.
But not in that nucleus of time. You guys get the great slot time. I know.
Yeah.
You guys are the upper echelon.
Hopefully, be on there again this year. But the crowd, man, is like, I feel like it's mostly people that's seeking other shit outside of the norm in hip hop, quote unquote, what they call hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, our music is about spirituality and social consciousness and family. It's like
rebelliousness.
I mean, to an against whack shit, yeah. But, you feel me? But not. It's not like rebellion for no reason. I'm not like a 16-year-old. I'm not 20. I'm a grown ass man with 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
And even when I was younger, before kids, my mind frame was like, I was trying to prove the condition for people that look like me and that vibe like me, like my tribe, you know what I'm saying? So that's always been my intention with the music. So I think people that vibe with it are looking for something a little different, you know what I'm saying? They're not looking for the run-of-the-mill, like, cookie cutter shit. My shit doesn't fit in at all. It never did.
You always knew you were different. It was very different.
I mean, it was hard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it's hard to embrace that shit when everybody telling you you're supposed to do this,
yes, to
get bread, and then like you like looking at yourself, you're like, man, if I do that, I'm not really true to myself. So you just got to make a choice. Either I'm phony or I'm gonna be myself, genuine, and just do what you do and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I always knew you were part of that crew. I don't know if you backpack or hip hop or whatnot, but I don't think anyone told you it was selling out. It was just like the representative, like J. Cole's a representative of hip hop right now.
For sure.
No one's really considering J. Cole a sellout.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Or Kendrick Lamar.
But he does it his way. They do it their way, and
Absolutely.
and the only reason they get it like they do is because they so raw and so dedicated to who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really mimic Kendrick Lamar. It's too obvious. You can't mimic.
Yeah, they're unique.
E40.
They're unique.
But they all have you as influences because they all listen to Souls of Mischief. Oh, you got, you know what I mean? They all got to study all that. Oh, I know they did. I mean,
Maybe.
But with Zion, though, I feel like, to me personally, it's like y'all records is for the live. Like it's all about your shows. That like you do. That's where the shit I feel is like. If you slapping that shit, that's where the energy comes from. You guys are really dedicated performers, man. Like
it's really good. Really good.
What's cracking now that shit's open again? You got some shit that like for your fans that could be waiting for any potential tours, any potential shows. I know shit's opening this summer.
Yeah, I mean I got a couple joints opening up. It's honestly it's a little slower than I would like, to be real.
Yes.
I got a couple joints popping like next month.
Nice.
But really the big thing is me and Amp reuniting and then going out. I think we start in October.
Where's he been?
He's in LA.
Okay, so why do you say reunited? Like he all just chilling?
We stopped rocking in 2015.
Okay,
Yeah,
like,
Wikipedia has him as a past member.
It's been 6 years.
Do you know that?
But like,
Nah,
It's weird. Yeah, we're going on.
That shit is there's so much
It's
bullshit
so
on there.
disaccurate. But you know,
I tried to log in and
you
get on
you
there
don't
and
look at
change
it though. Okay.
I tried to get in it because it's all wrong.
Because it's like a past member. What the fuck?
I mean, he
remember
did
that.
leave in 2015 though.
So, okay. Well, it's maybe a little accurate then. But they don't know your current situation or nothing like that.
Edit Wikipedia that has a computer. You smell me?
It's culture
I
updated
tried
reform.
to. I couldn't get in.
Like I swear to God, I don't know who I did foul, but some BAYYY, she started putting all kinds of shit on my Wikipedia. Like he got 25 kids.
Oh shit.
Naming them.
That was mean up. You know, it's very easy.
You motherfucker.
Pretty
bro.
easy though.
Why you? Come on, man.
And we said we're gonna do that for the promo. It's good promo. It's just Wikipedia. Like he said, no one checks that shit out.
Hey, you know what's funny? When I tell a motherfucker and someone to Google me, the Wikipedia comes up. That's the first shit that comes
Quick
up.
though.
And they're like, "Whoa, you on Wikipedia?"
That's super quick though.
I like the way you're on Twitter though. I mean,
I'm
the
on
way,
there a little bit.
You know what I mean?
I fuck with it somewhat.
Yeah. Well, you owned it when you were doing the music, man. I learned a lot off of it, man.
Yeah?
I used to holler at you as a promoter and spam you back in the day.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've asked for you for a show rate and stuff like
shit.
that.
For real?
Because I do those like pay to play shows and stuff like that. I used to do that before.
Pay to play?
I know,
I don't know how I
man.
feel
Grill me,
about it.
man.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, can I say it like this? I think I throw good ones because I would really make sure the crowd would be thick for all the artists. And I think for me it was just a service that every artist deserves what you have. Because not every artist get what you get. They don't get little fans and a packed crowd and people really wanting to hear your music. And my goal was just to give them a packed crowd and a performance on the stage.
Yeah, but you know what though, man? When you talk about that, like some artists, like it's not even really about the art. Motherfuckers just want to really be like famous or get some clout.
Oh, you know they want to skip the steps, yeah.
Nah, but not even skip the steps. Like you don't even really like music that much. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. They just like the
Like you've been rapping for 3 weeks. Or
well, the
whatever.
highlight film of rap is very seductive.
It is, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, and I profited
when you
off
mention
of it.
guys like J. Cole, can't like these motherfuckers take this shit serious.
Look at his shoes.
Anybody that's been around for 20 years takes this shit for real. Like,
Yeah, craft wise.
they not just sitting around at the house
Yeah, they
smoking
not-
weed trying to get bitches.
And
you
they're
know
not
what I'm saying?
rapping over
Yeah.
their motherfucking 2-track. Like that's like the rarest shit now to see a motherfucker not rapping over their 2-track, rapping over just doing straight vocals. Like that's
Well,
rare to them. They don't know how to do that now.
How do you feel about the SoundCloud? Because you can't. I know you came from a generation where we really had to promote. You really had to network. You really had to be in a community, which I feel Oakland had, right? A
Yeah,
community
for sure.
of artists that actually interacted in network. SoundCloud, these new rappers, how do you feel about that? They don't have that. They just.
They
you know.
do have it though, bruh.
They
The
got
community?
It's-
Well, when
it's-
they make
it's
it,
in a
yeah.
different- It's a
Digital
different
side.
way, yeah.
Okay, it's a different way. That's awesome,
It's
yeah.
grassroots. It's digital grassroots. The ones that really put in that work ethic, they're talking to their fans, engaging, doing the whatever little shit challenge.
They do engage comment section. You're right.
Creating the excitement of like, okay, now I'm doing this dance. Like, you can't just do that. You feel me? Like that's a whole other vibe of like grassroots marketing.
Actually, the shit they doing now, it takes more effort than what we was doing. To be real,
Yes.
the shit, the
More
vibe of it right right now. More creativeness, but just more attention and more consistent effort.
Because a viral video lasts
Because you gotta
24
be
hours.
and yeah, you gotta be in their face every day. Back in the day when we was doing it, you make a record and
You sit on it. Right.
Nah, you put it out, make a couple videos, and you can tour in that motherfucker for like 2-3 years.
Facts.
Around
While
the
you making
world.
while
Around
you
the
making
world.
another album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like you drop an album and a week later, motherfuckers like, where's the new shit at? And you like, yo, I just dropped that shit last week.
Yes.
I know.
Thank you.
The rate of consumption is crazy right
crazy.
now. The
But
competition for it is better though.
It's the
I feel
access,
like music
though.
is better. Music is a little. The content within an album has to be better because there's so much more producers. There's so much more.
You think music is better right now?
And it's okay. That's a messed up word. I feel like every era has their own era and feel. But I really love this era because people try to say, "Oh, there's no more hip hop," and I say, "Well, when did you last buy a J. Cole album?" And they didn't. And I said, "Man, they're out there. Everything you want is out there."
Well, nobody buys music though.
No one buys
Yeah,
music, and it's all streamed.
free.
But the culture made it bigger. We were already doing that. So clothes, you should be making money off merchandise because music was a marketing tool anyway, and it goes farther when it's free. We all know that the internet was free and went farther. Now they're trying to capitalize off it. It's going to get smaller. So music should be more free in a sense, but profit off the culture that it's influencing, which is cars, clothes. It influences literally everything.
For sure.
And these people are becoming media followers. Now they have an Instagram to say that's your following. You're bigger than this girl because obviously the Instagram following is bigger. And
But the flip is that like you talking about music, but then it's like you got motherfuckers that like their life is a car crash, and that's what people want to see. And the music is a calling card for the car crash, rather than the music being like, I fuck with you because of your music. No, I fuck with you because it's fucking entertaining.
I
because
agree
your
with
life
you.
looks like a disaster,
I totally
and it makes
agree.
mine look better than
Yes.
I thought it was yesterday.
But
You know
didn't we
what I'm saying?
teach them that with the way we market it? Because we only highlighted the most craziest stuff, and now it's just more condensed.
I would never say
Everybody
me.
trying to
Right?
I would never
compare.
say me.
Everybody trying to compare.
Not you
whatever
personally,
they
no,
see.
but the
You
hip hop
feel me?
media.
That's what it is. Like that's what the social media do. They see it now. Okay, he doing that shit. Now I'm influenced to be better than that or buy that or whatever. You feel me?
It's always about upping a level, though. It's always about getting a little crazier than we once
It's all
were,
the
and isn't that what
access.
music
Everything's
kind of is a
accessible.
reflection of? Like we have to up it a notch because I could see the face tattoos coming. I could see that coming. Like, oh, you're gonna need face tattoos and tattoos to fit that certain demographic, and I could see women taking over the industry in a sense for an era because they're very sexual to look
Okay,
at.
but wait,
you know?
wait. Let's break shit down. Though.
I'm getting a little. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little.
No,
you know,
it's good, But I'm just saying, like, if you talking about face tattoos and all this shit, like, you talking about basically compartmentalizing and putting young people of color, or even if you're not of color, you don't have that much bread, you're putting them in this fucking thing. Like, it's almost like, you ever seen that James Brown movie, Get On Up? Where
Yeah.
they're called the Battle Royale, where like they blindfold you and they toss your hand behind your back and they give you a boxing glove, and then you just fight until the motherfucker, you the last one standing.
Yeah.
And you just beating the shit out of motherfuckers blindfolded with one arm behind your back.
yeah.
That's what I feel like they doing to motherfuckers trying to get into hip hop right now.
And who's they?
I need to see
And
that.
who's they? Because you're in there. And
I'm talking
this hits
I'm
a
talking
different.
about
like-
when I say they, I'm talking about society. I'm not even talking
Okay,
about
that's
it's
deep.
bigger than hip hop.
Right.
It's you know what I'm saying? This is
Because hip hop is us. It's what we're doing.
it's
right.
us, but like, come on, man, bro. Do you really think we control this shit right now?
Hell no.
Like, really?
It
For real?
depends.
It seems like 5 different crazy things going on within it that makes it. You know what I mean? They're not just one influence, but a lot
And
of.
it's a question. I'm not saying I know the answer, but I'm saying, do you think we dictate the direction of all the shit going on in hip hop right this second?
No. Fuck no.
It's a question.
Well, like in terms of dictating it, if it's in terms of crowd or higher up, because from what I've seen, hip hop has grown in the past 20 years, right? You could honestly say
It's grown a lot, yeah.
You know, punk rock has died, right? I mean, in our era, punk rock was there. There were
Yeah.
shows, but that's
Yeah.
gone away. Now they listen to Juice WRLD for that influence, you know, and so it's grown. But it's so say it's just gone somewhere. It's hard to say that because it just seems like it's more sections of it now, and those sections are just bigger. You know what I mean?
See, I don't see it as sections. I just see it as a big ass pool that got bigger. Because
That
back
too.
in the day, it was actually sections.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
you had
much so.
gangster shit. You had independent, nerdy shit. You
Yeah.
Had, and now it's
The lines
just
weren't
like,
blurred as much back then.
Granted, I'm older now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
older with you.
I'm mostly at the house with the 3 kids, so
We're
I might
all
be
old.
talking
I
shit.
mean, no, we're
But
talking like old guys, but that's cool. I mean,
for
you
real.
know?
For real. To me, it looked like a big ass pool, and everybody in the same water swimming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
like if you do certain shit, you probably in the front. If you don't, you somewhere in the middle to the back. That's just how it looks to me.
I see the
and,
way you're
and
looking
as
at
far
it.
as you were talking about women and sexuality, it's like, come on, bro. Like you got these black and Latino women, basically.
They're killing it.
Yeah, they killing it, but what are they killing? They not no Lauryn Hills.
They're not.
They not. They. I'm just saying, and no, I'm not trying to diss
It's
nobody.
tough to be a Lauryn Hill though.
It is, but I'm just saying, you selling titties and ass. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you selling like whole tendencies.
But we was
or
before.
personality.
Now it's just rapping.
Not all the time, bro. MC Light was not doing that shit.
True.
Latifah wasn't
Facts.
doing that shit. There's hella
Facts.
female MCs that wasn't on that. That was large.
Yeah.
Now to get on, you gotta do that shit. So I'm just saying, like, you gotta peel back the onion layers and look at it like for what it is, because it's like they selling this old ass idea about black and Latino women, in my opinion, that they're very comfortable with. You feel me?
Yeah.
That shit always gonna sell. They selling these ideas about young Latino and black and Asian kids and white kids too that'll fall into it. These ideas are like, all right, you a rebel and you ain't going no fucking where. You ain't nobody screaming at the system. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nobody is on doing that except like motherfuckers on a large level, except like J. Cole, Kendrick, and they do it strictly in music. You notice these motherfuckers don't make no direct statements to the media about shit.
Yeah, they'll get twisted, blown out. You know, they just know how to fuck it up.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
he right. They only use
look
the
at the
music,
structure of what's going on. This
For
shit
real.
is rebellious ass music.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you listen to
agree.
the lyrics from the 90s, like the golden age, 93 to like 99, how motherfuckers was talking about them, it was very direct and straightforward. If you do that shit now, motherfuckers is like super sensitive, like hitting you up on, you're racist, you can't say that. Why would you ever do it? And it's like,
Facts.
just compare the lyrics from that time period to now, and you start to be like, damn, this shit changed a lot.
Yeah.
All motherfuckers talk about now is how much bread they got, how much better they are, and how they'll peel your cat, they'll bust your head open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, and I'm not trying to like say that motherfuckers ain't dope, because there's dope ass MCs out there. Hip hop is still dope. I still fuck with it. But I'm just saying, to be getting bread and get paid, you gotta look at like the shit that they selling us, bruh.
Yeah.
It ain't like
It's poison.
it's I mean, they mix it in with
It's
the fruit.
really influential
It's
too.
not just poison. It's mixed in with the good shit too. So it's like it's hard to tell what's what.
Yeah. Women don't help because they like that shit too.
I mean,
That's gonna be a clip, y'all. We gonna make
that was
clip.
on point.
That's a clip.
I'm just
Make sure
Zumbi, you
talking
really,
shit.
that was bars.
I think about this shit a
I
lot.
feel like you've been wanting to say that for a bit.
I think about my kids, man. And you got children, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think about my kids coming up in this shit, because my little ones, they like that shit.
They like
And
that
I'm-
stuff.
And I'm tripping off like the lyrics they memorizing at 4
Yes.
years old,
and
10
they have
years
no
old.
clue what it means, and they doing these dances, and then some of this shit, the dances come from the shit that you would see in the club that they shouldn't even be knowing,
Right.
and it's
Yeah.
just part of the wave, and it's like, fuck.
This
know,
is the
like-
same stuff our parents were complaining
I
about.
know, that's what's crazy.
100%.
That's what's crazy
Even
about it.
like,
100%.
bro, your music.
Like-
I mean, my parents was not digging it, bro. Like, it wasn't even anything bad, but just the whole, you know,
I'm just saying, man, like
up to level. It feels like.
I just want to, like, one of my inspirations to continue making music is so my seeds can, like, I leave a book for them. When I leave the planet,
Inspired.
they can go tap back in with me and be
Say
like,
that.
all right, Dad was on this shit and he was on some hip hop shit. It's different.
Yes.
But like he was true to himself and what he was doing. Like that's important to me. You know what I'm saying?
love
'Cause I
That's the
think
most
this,
important shit.
now the shit's blurry as fuck to me. Like
Very blurry.
I get dissatisfied with the culture sometimes. I'm looking at this shit
overwhelming.
like, yo, I can't even. How can I go through a whole playlist of 50, 70 songs and all this shit sound whack to me? That make me feel bad, to
Yeah,
be honest
yeah,
with you.
I hear you.
And then I find somebody like, oh shit, they dope. Like I found what's his name, Polo G. I was like, all right, he got some shit.
You like Polo G?
Juice. I'm in a few joints.
Okay.
Juice World. Okay. Griselda. Okay.
NLE Choppa?
Joey Badass. Is it?
Okay.
I ain't really fuck with him yet.
Okay.
I listened to a couple joints, but nothing hit me.
Okay.
You fuck
In
with
my-
that new 4-2?
I
4-2 Dub?
don't know them.
Did you
I don't know them.
did you
Okay,
like Mac Miller?
Mac Miller's cool.
Okay.
He was cool. He's a hip hop dude.
Very much so. Very
and,
much
and, it's,
so.
and I'm not saying like it's about the OGs is the same fucking way. I just think there was more different playing fields back in the day, and now it's like this big mush, and it's like,
how
what
are
the
you
fuck
finding?
is going
How you
on?
finding all the new shit? Like, what's your little platform that you do? Like, 'cause I be
mean-
on the iMusic, and I go every Thursday night, Friday when the new shit drop. Just like how back in the day she used to
Word.
drop on a Tuesday. Every Thursday night, I'm blapping the new shit. Like I'm just running through it, and like you said, okay, next. Okay, who the fuck is this? That's how I'm figuring this shit out.
Yeah, I feel
but
you.
who controls the playlist? You feel me?
Spotify has a lot of good ones.
I'm just saying, cause like that's the whole trip. The whatever who's controlling the like what's on this motherfucking playlist or number the top 20.
Yeah.
How am I gonna make sure I get a whiff of the hot shit?
Yeah.
There might be the next motherfucker out there that ain't even access to that cause of Gouda.
Right.
I mean, it's gonna be good. That's my
They
point.
paying this
It's
shit.
gonna be Gouda involved. That's my
Always.
point. Because the shit, yo, I had this conversation like the last 2 weeks. In the early 2000s, late 90s, it was like independent. You had independent structure,
the fuck up.
and you was really, you know what I'm saying? And Too
Out the
Short and
fucking
40 and all
truck.
them did that shit in the 80s. And it looks like right now it's the same thing, but independent. But the fact is, motherfuckers are spending big bread. Motherfuckers is on a major label coming out looking like they indie.
Yeah.
But with a major on the back, silent partner, funding all they shit, and all of a sudden you see them blow up, and it's like, oh, we got signed to this. You motherfuckers is lying. You been signed, and you just told
They
everybody.
paint the picture.
Right.
They
You know what I'm
just
saying?
paint that picture, make people believe.
Yeah.
On my mama.
That's my name.
It's all scripted, y'all.
Brian Lee and
Yeah,
Bleeve.
this shit all scripted.
I'm just
man.
saying, like, the money is a factor right now. As I look at the way shit is set up, the bread is a major factor. And how many spins you getting on YouTube, how many eyes is on your shit.
That's very
If you
accurate.
go viral for real,
That's very
yeah.
accurate.
But like, if you got something good, you got to put money behind that motherfucker, man.
To make it really successful.
I mean, to boost it so people think
National.
it has some importance to it.
Right.
Other than just like you got 1,000 views in the last couple months.
Yeah.
And your shit is pretty dope, but nobody saw it.
I do want to say something though. I think like 15 years ago as a promoter, I would have to book out of state in order to get artists to sign up for the shows. But I do want to say something positive over the past 15 years. Over the past 8, I haven't had to book anyone out of state. Everything went really regional.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was a lot more money because I've been in it for 20 years.
Right.
And my day when I was like 18, people didn't want to spend. I mean, Keek the Sneak High Tech was out. There was a handful of underground rappers out there. They rarely spent for features. Nowadays, they got lean, they got a car, they're cashing out for just local artists that have only 20K following on Instagram. But I gotta agree with you, like
That's interesting.
even regionally it's more money. And the lifestyle's shown it. And people are dishing out because you gotta understand this is the land of the packs. So there is a lot of young money with men out, a lot of young men with money out there,
Okay.
fueling regional stuff. And I've seen it as a studio owner. There's a lot more beats being produced by local producers. There's a lot more features being bought by local artists. There's a lot of videos being produced. YouTube is showing the numbers. I mean, there's a lot more media. So I think there's some
they don't gotta
beautifulness
source-
out of
they
the
don't have to
region.
source outside of their local community because, I mean, but look,
It's just going really regional. I
it's
feel,
so
you know what I
easy,
mean?
It's so big back then. Though it wasn't as easy to create music. if that
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense. You
super
had to
easy
have
now.
you had to really have a lab.
It's super easy.
It's
Now you on your
super.
phone making blaps and then recording on your phone and it could go viral.
Yeah.
And that's the wave.
I mean, bro, I'm tripping off my kids who watch these YouTube shows, and it's
Yup.
like other
Yup.
kids making fucking YouTube shows. And I'm like, God damn, these motherfuckers got edits, though.
Millions of
Like
views.
the shit is
raw.
coming in,
They
and,
raw.
bah!
They
And
raw.
like little things. I'm like looking at the edits. I'm like, God damn, these children did this shit. You know what I'm saying?
The
like,
era of TikTok.
Technology is like, it's only gonna get iller, man, from here.
It's kind of cool.
What
I
are
mean,
they-
social
what
media
are
and
they-
music.
What are your kids watching? What are the YouTube shit they watching?
They watch.
I'm just curious. What's the ages of the kids?
My youngest is 4.
Oh shit.
He watched this
So
girl,
what's the
Jenny. Hi, Jenny. That shit is crazy.
That's a no. Oh my god.
It's like some Vietnamese girl.
Oh, what the?
I ain't seen that.
He
And
like
it's
that
on
shit.
YouTube, not KQED.
It's on fucking YouTube.
They don't watch
And
KQED no
and
more.
He watch this shit. Nah, you don't watch TV at the
Hey,
house.
Crazy,
Maybe on
man.
that.
We don't even have a TV.
KQED gone. That was up for like 40 years, man. That Big Bird and all that thing. Like, that's
Man,
just.
it's a different.
That's all. That's ancient. Don't even talk about no Mr. Rogers shit.
You
How
watch
about-
some Russian? It's like some girl from Russia, Ukraine. It's some weird. I be like, why do you like this shit, man? He like, it's funny. He
That's
just
what they
likes it.
said because it's free.
No, it's funny.
It's
Oh,
funny.
funny. Oh, shit.
He said it's funny. I
That-
like it. And
that-
I'm
that's
looking at it
cool.
like this shit look weird. It actually it looks weird and disturbing to me. I'm looking at
all
it
that
like,
shit look crazy to me.
What is going on?
My twins be watching this Friday Night Funk shit where they playing. It's like they playing the Visnidio games, like the Dance Revolution, and it has characters in it, and it's showing like the arrows, and they keep going hella fast, and then they try to mimic the shit, and then like my twins, they be freestyling, like lip singing, any fucking music, like, and that's their shit. Like, okay, all right, daddy, put this song on, we gonna perform. That's their shit. They let me to play the music and they perform for wherever we at.
Yeah, it's a trip.
They're more advanced, man.
I'm just saying.
Kids just get more advanced every year.
Man, shit. But YouTube eating it. Man.
Yeah,
YouTube, man, that's good.
They watching the Fortnite clips.
Are you doing any shit for YouTube? Are you doing any? I know you was working on a podcast. What you got?
You got the podcast coming?
I got a podcast coming, man. We got a couple in the bag, but I'm trying to,
Shout out to my guy Nick.
more.
Shout out to
Shout
Nick
out
for
to
putting
Nick
me
Stan.
on.
You should throw him here, man.
You had that
Yeah, let's do it.
You should do it here, man. Host it here.
down.
I'll host it, man.
I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Right here at Create.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Content is gold.
I'm just trying to.
I'm serious.
I'm trying to get on the content wave though, man, because like I got so much shit going on in life, man.
Content is gold, man.
Oh wow.
You feel me? Yeah, maybe
It's
maybe
just
that's a sign.
real literal.
It's
in
the
this
new
motherfucker.
gold. I feel like it's the new gold. It really is.
Speaking of new gold, shout out our
Content
sponsor,
is gold.
Swift Delivery.
Swift.
Swift.
www.swift.com.
SwiftCA.com on the Instagram. Call them now, 510-90.
I heard they just recently added Coke. Is that true?
The Coke strain?
The Coke? No, just Coke.
Coke what?
So you have to say, okay,
Coke?
yeah, that's
No.
promo code Coke.
We'll just bleep that out for a commercial. They won't know what I said.
Bleep it out, he ain't gonna bleep it
They won't
out.
bleep it out.
And then Nump pulls up to your door with keys.
Well, they might have a line at their door. You know, they're already there. So,
Swift, man, going crazy with the deliveries.
Yeah.
Stupid good. And did y'all hear what happened today?
no, I didn't.
The billboards are up.
The billboard. No, my boy Nut got a billboard. That's crazy,
You
man.
got a billboard?
Hold on.
You bullshit.
we driving to this shit today to go see it on my mama.
Where's that?
On the Break Bridge.
You for real?
On the digital, one of them digital ones. Hey, come on, man. The grit don't quit.
Yeah.
Let me show you what this
That's
looks like.
great.
But yeah, man. So we got 3 billboards right now.
I need
on
a
the Bay- on the Bay
billboard.
Bridge.
I really want a billboard. You know.
I'm gonna hook
Just
you up
whatever.
with that. So you see
Just
that
looking
wave,
just like this, huh?
Yeah.
So, hey, y'all see?
I'm here.
You see that wave though, bro?
Podcasting, I guess.
Nah, like before you couldn't get a billboard, cuz
Yeah.
like 20
No,
years
I
ago.
know.
Now you can get.
They're just
100
giving them to
billboards.
rappers right
No,
now.
it ain't. It's bread like he was.
Mozzie had one and Filthy Rich had one.
But bread. Oh my
You don't
bad.
think they?
What
You
he
don't,
was just
they ain't
saying,
got
though,
bread behind it?
It's all bread
Got
behind
bread behind
it.
it.
Empire.
Mozzie has a lot of bread behind him.
I'm
You like
just saying.
Mozzie?
I respect him for sure.
Yeah, he has wordplay, right? I mean,
He's a hard ass rapper.
right? I like his wordplay. You know.
So right here, if you go on the Bay Bridge, if y'all leaving the Bay Bridge,
Oh, that's dope.
going to the 880 to the town,
Yeah, man. You got Nump on there with the swiftness.
says call 510-904-9661.
Oh my God.
That's the
This
billboard, y'all.
fucker
It's up right now.
right
I
here.
got to
Wow.
get blown up. It's out
Wow.
today.
You do really knock the happy look down. You
and I
got
wanna-
it down, man.
And this was all shot here at Create Studios, where content is gold. Shout out to Nick. Nick pulled up on me with the lights in the trunk.
Yes, sir.
Said I want to tap in.
He's good.
This
He's
is
a
that gay
hustler.
area, independent grind hustle, the spirit that I love.
Got to.
Slid through, said, Nump, I've seen you in like 10, 12 years. I fuck with you. Let's just catch up. Let's just talk. You feel me? And then when he pulled up here, I had the idea like, hey, actually, I got to shoot some pictures for this billboard I'm finna to do. And we turned the room downstairs to a photo.
Oh, yeah,
wall.
he did that shot?
Downstairs.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
That's dope.
So look how this shit all comes full
Yeah.
circle, like the
Yeah.
purple.
Yeah.
Nick was really good. He set up, had a cool system, man, just to be like retro
He's
gorilla.
super solid, man. He
Yeah. Oh,
just
you know
show up
Nick?
with all this shit. Yeah, that's the homie, man.
That's like, okay.
Been fucking with him for
I'm
like-
late. I'm late to the party.
Maybe more than that. Been fucking with him for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Been in the shows, done some
Nah,
concert work for
he
you.
had his own. He used to have a streetwear label,
Okay.
and he used to bring us out to shit. And he's just always super like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like motherfuckers that if they say they gonna do it, they do that shit. That's it.
That's
You know
pretty
what I'm saying?
rare in the industry.
Pretty straightforward and basic.
That's what I try to do is be about your word, because no one's gonna really respect you if you're not. And if you're broke, you gotta be about your word. If you're broke, it's like a credit card. You know,
It got real quiet in this motherfucker.
you did.
I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. What the fuck you just say?
Just you gotta be solid. You gotta be about your word.
What are you talking about? Credit card?
It's like a credit card.
What is being
For
solid?
me being solid, because my studio was shit. Like I literally just had a computer and a mic, so I had to sell people on the idea of just that I'm gonna come through on the show, on the event, and then I'll do this for you. And then I just developed that habit of if I say I'm gonna do a show with that headliner, I was gonna do that show with that headliner.
Persistence,
Just
bruh.
do it.
Yeah.
Persistence.
People like that.
That's
They
gang
just
right
they
there.
trusted me for no reason because of it.
It's
Now,
okay.
hey, now if you use that,
Yeah.
when you hollering at these hoes, you feel me?
Oops.
You might be a hoe.
Then I won't be
you
throwing
might not
events. I'll
This
just be
is-
hollering at hoes.
This is a segue.
Just be a hoe chaser.
You might not be doing no podcast with us. You might be too busy for us,
Yeah,
bruh.
hoes are very time consuming
Oh,
for
jeez.
me. You know, just me. You know.
Not just you, everybody.
Well, thank you very much for that.
It takes a lot
I don't
of-
feel so bad.
It takes a lot of energy. to
Thank
do
you.
that.
I'm not the only one then.
I agree.
Especially Bay Area women.
Speak on the Nump. Come on now. Don't get all quiet now.
Nah, they are.
Did you hear about that Apple guy? Did you hear about the guy from Apple got fired? We're
what?
talking about Bay Area women.
Who?
What?
There was an executive from Apple, like a high up dude. They had to like give him like $8 million to settle out or something. But he had said like
got cashed
Bay Area
out?
women are weak. They're entitled.
He got in trouble for that?
They kicked up like 20 Apple employees were like, we gotta kick this fucker out of
Wait,
here.
hold on. What
Yeah,
platform
yeah,
did he
yeah,
say it
yeah,
on?
He wrote it in a book he wrote 8 years ago
Wow.
that he got hired.
the fuck?
This is the age that we
What the
live
fuck?
in.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
This is the age that is
Freedom of
scrutinized,
speech.
and it was out of context. If you read what he said and how the context,
How they read
because
it.
he's really just promoting his wife and saying how strong his wife was, and a Bay Area woman will leave you if you
Where
sick.
was his wife from?
She will leave you if you down and out, and she ain't here for that. And other women ain't built like that, like his
Where's
wife.
he from,
and
though? Is he from the Bay?
He's like no.
Exactly.
No.
So
a lot
what
of
is he
people
talking
aren't
about?
from the Bay Area.
Huh?
Wow.
That's what made me trip. Like, why is he talking about Bay Area women? But I guess he's talking about his co-working relationships.
But
and-
does he even know any motherfuckers really from the Bay? His
coworkers.
Just because you work
Coworkers and he
here.
works at Apple.
well, he's worked at tech for a while here in the Bay Area.
What the
but-
fuck?
Oh, I can't say that he's born here,
I feel you.
but he's been in here for the Bay Area, and those people are very accustomed to Bay Area lifestyle. They're very rich. They get all the nicks and
I
crannies.
mean,
of that.
but peep game though, what you said though, like you saying content is gold, all this content, there's so much music, there's so many fucking videos, there's so much shit. But then it's like anything you say some shit that's minor controversy, you
Consequences.
lose your whole shit.
Cancel
Like,
culture.
Yeah, consequences. They-
How do you feel about cancel culture?
I
It's
don't.
powerful.
I mean, bro, like if you gonna live like I don't know, I'm black. You know what I'm saying?
I wish a motherfucker would try to cancel me
I'm
for
black,
some shit
though.
I did.
You know
But
what
it's
I'm saying?
scary how they're doing it right now because sometimes they're just making up shit and the internet going crazy over it.
Yeah,
You know
I mean,
what I mean?
feel like
It's
you just gotta
weird.
be. You feel like you gotta be smart and articulate enough to really express yourself, but like you can't come out there super emotional, just ventilating.
Truth.
But like
Facts.
I'll say shit to my folks that I wouldn't say on the internet, obviously. But
Right.
I do that in general.
That's being
With
smart.
my life, period.
That's being smart.
Everything in my life is not on the fucking internet right now. You dig what
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you choose what you want. Like if you posting it, you choose what you want those people to see, and like everything is scripted at the end of the day. I don't believe shit on Instagram. People send me video like, look
Yeah.
at this shit, and of course it look like a fake prank or some shit,
Yeah.
whatever. And they believe that.
I love
I don't believe
accounts.
shit on the Instagram,
that-
bruh. Like, cause everybody, the angles, how they filming it,
Yeah.
how are they filming it so good? Why is the lighting so good? Why is that timed like that?
Right.
The shit ain't real to me.
I like vulnerability on social media. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you see it in an account, and I really appreciate it. I need to work on being more vulnerable on social media. I think I'm always just promoting my good shit. You know what I mean?
best
I'm
part of-
serious. I think people like seeing that I fucked up, and I don't show that enough.
Yeah, you do. You PSA all the time.
Oh,
And
thanks,
you're like
man.
emo,
People like
you're
those
like
actually.
emotional,
Okay.
Like I'm believing. You know what I feel, and I'm not gonna tag you. I'm just gonna like
Damn.
not talk.
I love Fab's PSAs. They're amazing. I don't know if you ever heard
You always
Fab's
talk about
PSAs.
people, but you never really call them out. So what is they said that you just want to throw it out there?
Yeah.
You're just venting.
Well, they inspired the talk. They
inspired
got
the
me
talk?
blood going, and they got my mind around it. So I got to talk about it right then
And
and
I know
there
you're
and
helping
get it
people
out.
that
And it's
follow
right there
you.
forever for people to go to. And they're having a way different experience, but they can relate.
I like okay.
I mean, how you feel about, when Dave Chappelle said, like, motherfuckers got a fragile spirit? Like, how do you feel about that? Because, like,
Yeah.
as much shit as they'll see somebody get shot in the back by a police on TV and make a million fucking excuses of why he should have got shot and deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you say one thing like, fuck you. And then
Cancel
it's like,
culture.
oh, no, you can't say that to me. And it's like, you motherfuckers.
Well,
hold on. Let me just finish it.
Yeah,
I'm like, you motherfuckers set up, the whole society is set up from raping and killing for fucking thousands of years.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Raping and killing them.
Thousands.
Say it.
The whole fucking planet. And now you motherfuckers is trying to be sensitive? Shut the fuck up. Fall back. No, for real. I'm just saying, fall back though. Like, if you gonna do that shit and you super entitled from the murder of my ancestors, I can't say nothing now? Nah, you just scared. You feel me? So it's not even about being sensitive and fuck the cancel culture. It's about, to me, it's about solidifying what this society is built on, and that's murder and destruction. And and when you have it, I make fun of it, but I like it, so I take it, I put it on, and now it's cool.
Yeah.
When you do it, it's whack. When I eat watermelon, I'm a jigaboo. You eat it, it's healthy. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I totally feel what you're saying.
It's lame. So you can't fall into what they trying to create this thing,
That's
man.
some
It's
deep
uneven
shit.
though. You feel what I'm saying though?
Whoa.
You already know though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing people don't know, but I'm just.
Nah, but how you just said that, bro, that's going to... If they don't understand that shit, to get the fuck out of here. You feel me?
I mean, it is what it
That's
is, man.
I agree 100%. That was accurate.
I mean, you know, it's hard because at the same time, like, you know, I don't say shit, bro. Like I've been going through hella shit through this pandemic, like friends dying, family dying, going to court, all kind of shit.
Life shit.
But intense though. You know what I'm saying? Like super intense.
I feel it.
To the point where like I see shit on going on, like people getting killed. I see the Israel and Palestine conflict.
yeah.
I see so many different things going on that I'm emotional about and I want to express.
Yeah.
But I choose not to, simply for the fact
Because
that
of the reaction, you go know that they
not
go-
only that, but just my life is so full right now with shit, real shit that I'm dealing with, that all that other shit is like extraneous. It's all around me. It's like an orbit. But my life and my children and my loved ones, that's what really matters to me.
That's your
You
priority.
know what I'm saying? So that's
Talk
what
about
I'm
the other
focused
shit.
on. Everything else is like, I do care though.
So
You know
with
what I
that
mean?
being
Yeah.
said, that's why you need to get on your podcast hype and
You
let
have
that,
to.
let that shit
You gotta
out.
be a
And
voice.
you'll feel better once you just get the shit off your palate. If you have it on your palate, because it's on your mind. And even if you ain't even on a podcast, y'all talk. This for anybody out there. Talk to your motherfucking self in the car and talk your shit. I do it.
Talk to your motherfucking
It's
self.
good conversations in the
But
car
I
by
do that
yourself.
shit. I be in the mirror and I be talking this shit about whoever I don't do a PSA. I just talk to myself in the car.
Why are you knocking my PSA? How did it turn into that?
Cause
You know what
I keep it to myself, man.
I want to say this though.
I'm gonna tag you if I have to say.
I'm
this
pretty
shit.
old.
Shit.
Or
Pretty
call you
old.
Direct.
When I was in high school, there was no internet, and it seemed to be its personality.
In the 60s, tell them
In the
year.
60s, yeah, Nixon. But like, it seemed to be, you know, personalities had the biggest voice then, right? And some of that was really weird. You wouldn't even acknowledge them. You know what I mean? They wouldn't even
Yeah,
get
let
to
them be
have
weird.
a
Be
fucking
weird, yeah.
voice. That was like early whatever.
Yeah.
Now that guy has an account. He might have fucking 50 sea bass following. They might even be humans. It might be some Chinese farm of followers. And he has an opinion with
Leak the
cancel
game.
culture.
Leak the
You see it
game.
in print, and just because he doesn't have that weird wispy voice, you now acknowledge it because it's in print.
Because you're assuming he's doing something, but it's just
falsified people's
yes.
voices are bigger. Nerds have a bigger voice than they should have through falsified means of social media,
That's
number
why
of
you talk like
followers.
that.
I mean, when you say that, man, it makes me think of my homeboy. I saw him this weekend. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's Filipino. He's a dancer. And he was talking to me like, yo, when the George Floyd shit was going on, he was like, I was posting Black Lives Matter shit. He's like, bro, I lost like 5,000 followers within the course of like a couple weeks. And I was tripping because they was like, yo, just post dance videos, just do this, do that. And I was like, bro, same shit with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Like, I'm obviously African American, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, you motherfuckers don't think I care about seeing my people murdered on TV? And if you speak about it, all of a sudden there's just this, oh, well, I don't want to hear your political bullshit, just rap. I'm not a dancing monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And
Regardless
you
of
don't
what you
control-
think.
yeah, you don't
I
control
can't
my
believe
shit.
a fan would say that too because it's feel you're in that genre being aware though.
But
the music.
that's my
It's
point.
aware.
But that's my point. Like, you have to understand. I mean, I'm not saying you have to understand, but I'm just talking to myself really. It's
Yeah.
like, you live in a bubble. You live in a bubble. You live in a bubble. I live in a bubble. We all have these ideas that we circulate around ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just because somebody listens to my music or vibes on my music or likes the way this dude dances doesn't mean they understand where the fuck I'm coming from. So
Yeah.
it's like when you make a statement direct outside of the art, it just It hits motherfuckers
It
differently.
hurts the nerves.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's just part of where we at, and I don't really know what to say about it, but I don't really like to get involved with it. This shit is like, you know what I'm saying? I like to see truth, man.
What about with social media and like everyone has access to you, and then like so if they like say they comment or DM you and you don't hit them back, they get irked.
That is
You
weird.
get that shit?
That is weird.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm
Like,
super.
You probably get it with
no,
beats or something.
Nah, like I really don't give a fuck. Like, I be laughing at that shit, but people really get in their feelings if I'm not like, yo, what the fuck, Nump? I've been DMing you, and
Their
then they'll hit me on
feelings
the
are so
comments,
shallow.
and it's like, bro, like I don't give a fuck if you follow me and shit. Like I don't have to talk to you.
I mean,
Like this shit's a free app,
Fan
bitch.
engagement.
it's both sides, man.
Fucking right there.
I mean, I'll engage with
No,
shit,
it's-
but if you throwing some weird shit at me,
I feel you, yeah.
Be weird, and I'm not gonna entertain no weird shit.
Right.
You know what I trip off like that? I trip off people that I've never seen like my shit. I've never seen them post no positive or negative,
shit.
nothing. And if I say something that it ticks them off, all of a sudden they jump on my shit and leaving all these comments. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? Where'd you come from?
are you,
You've
man?
been sitting in the fucking shadows waiting for some shit to say.
Oh, they love to be acknowledged,
You know what
though.
I'm
They
saying?
love the acknowledgement, though. They love that, right?
Well, no, sometimes I just don't acknowledge. Sometimes I'll go back and forth. It only happens when I talk about racist shit, to be real with you. It
Stirs
don't,
the
it,
pot.
it don't have shit to do with no music.
Yeah, because you don't want to let that shit slide. You ain't gonna be
But
putting that shit on your page like that.
Okay, like for one 4th of July, maybe like 2 years ago, when they had all the kids, the Mexican kids in the fucking cages on the border.
Oh, when it first
Yeah.
started,
And there was a picture of a little girl in a cage with the fucking, fireworks going off in the background.
Wow.
And I posted that shit. I was like, you motherfuckers is around here waving American flags, and there's fucking children without parents sitting in the fucking border right now.
Bullshit.
In our country. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about what you're doing. Motherfuckers got mad.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, it's observable fact.
What was the demographic?
I didn't even-
What was the demographic?
Who do you
though,
think
of
it was, man?
I'm serious.
Be
'cause
serious.
I didn't see. I didn't know.
You already know.
Okay, then man, that's crazy.
But it's crazy to me.
They didn't get us off your page.
But that's my
You know what I'm
point.
saying? Like,
Well,
they-
it's Twitter. It could get retweeted.
Nah,
and
this
it could.
is Instagram.
This is, oh, okay.
And but it was that kind of shit happens often, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't necessarily understand who it is, and then once you say who it is, it's like, I'm not gonna follow you no more. At a point in my career, I was like, oh shit, oh no, there's not gonna be as many people at my and then I learned, I was like, hold on, these motherfuckers,
They never come to the show anyway,
they don't come
man.
anyway. They don't come anyway, but it's also like, look, like,
They would never even say shit to you in person.
but I don't bust rhymes for you.
Facts.
I bust rhymes for myself too,
Yeah.
like mainly, and I'm glad you like it, and I'm glad that it supports my family and all that. It's a blessing that it does, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't start writing raps to please nobody.
The fact that someone can think of something though and hit you instantaneously to where you know their thought, that is fucking crazy though.
It's
You
like
got to
telepathy,
admit
though.
that
It's
is
like telepathy.
fucking. They're over there in a corner of a room that has nut stains in the carpet. They're not respectable,
Who knows who they are?
and you're just not validating, but acknowledging. That's crazy.
No, I'm sure.
You know,
I'm for sure that at some point I've been hit up by like phony accounts that were probably trying to bait me to do some stupid shit.
That's weird.
I'm sure of it. Because at the timing, the time frame of when it happened, and I'm not gonna say shit about it, but I've had homies with a lot of like, they're large. You know what I'm saying? Way bigger than me, that have fallen into situations on some internet shit where it was real, super fucking real, and it was like they basically got baited into some shit, and then like their whole shit got flipped and presented on the internet, and it was like, uh-oh, you're gone. I've seen it.
Like
I've seen it.
screenshots.
yeah.
Just all kind, whatever.
shit, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
whatever.
That happened to
So,
my friend. Yeah,
it's
he was having like sex on Facebook, and then the girl was like doing it first for like 3 days straight, and then as soon as he did it, it was recorded. She started like threatening him with like money, like, hey, if you don't give me money, whoa. He was just like, this is Facebook. You can't send pornography through direct messages, so go ahead and try. But it happened like that. Imagine if he was a doctor and his wife was right there, though.
I mean, it's a cold game out here, man.
Hey,
It's a cold.
That girl was all the way in the Philippines, too, not caring, bro. Like,
This shit is
Damn.
wild, man. I just,
you watch Black Mirror, right?
Huh?
You watch Black Mirror.
Yeah, that shit's depressing to me, man. That shit's scary to me, bro.
It's a good show though.
I'm not gonna front.
Tell me it's not a good show.
It's a good show, but that shit.
It's a
make me
great
scared.
show.
I watched 3 or 4 episodes and I'll be like,
Scary. He's right. It does because it's too realistic now.
it's super real.
Who was your friend that got caught on Facebook?
Why you want to know him?
I don't know.
I'll send you him.
You sure that wasn't you?
Yeah, it could be me if you want. It could be anyone.
That sounded crazy,
This guy,
man.
he
That
got
sounded
that.
crazy.
He still got poker face like a mother.
Yeah.
It could be me if you want.
High five,
Yeah.
high five. If it's not you, high five. High five if it's you. Oh,
That could happen. I would probably buy into
it.
that shit for show. Yeah. Show my shit. Hey, here it is. I'm an Asian guy. I'm not used to just showing my dick on the internet, okay? That's not something we're just accustomed to doing. Like, hey.
Just stereotypical type shit we
That's
talking
sort of a
about.
stereotype, I think. I like to see a poll on that. What type of race of
You can
men
zoom
be
in,
sending
though.
dick
You
pics?
just zoom in if you
Make it
zoom in,
look, yeah,
you
like,
gonna-
you know,
He got the
zoom
technique.
in on, you
you gonna
know.
post your shit, they don't really-
This guy's done it before. Look at that angle you use. That is weird, homie. Why do you show us the angle you were using? Like, from the base. Shoot from the base. Up. Shoot from the base up. What are you doing?
Use your imagination, baby.
Yeah.
Got that.
Yeah.
It's not that big. All right.
Okay.
Well, we went left there. Let's
Yeah.
go right back on the field. So, yeah, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Seriously, did you hear about that ship that was like a sphere traveling through our solar system recently?
No.
Yeah, and they could tell that had a metallic layer
What was
to
this?
it, and it was shaped like a hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah, it was shaped like a cigar, they said.
What was this?
This is no more than 3 months ago, and like real like news sources picked it up and said it was accurate.
Yeah. I believe it now,
check
that
this out
shit.
though. But
And-
weren't they doing all this shit like in the 60s or 50s? Like so.
No, in the 50s it blew
How
up.
do they know what like the shapes are matching? You feel me? Like or whatever. Like you think this shit is like some made up.
How can they
shit?
tell what the shapes are?
You know what I'm saying with them that are whoever creating this content. And then they some new some.
Well, there's a lot of different major news sources picked it up, and there's a lot more sightings now because of what they're saying about Nibiru.
But
There's
a lot of
another
people
planet
know
in
how
our
to-
solar system that's making all this.
That's been hidden, right?
That's been hidden. It's like a ninth planet, and it makes interplanar travel more consistent. So that's why we're seeing a lot more.
Dr. York used to talk about that shit.
Well, if you see the riptides along the coast of South America, that's not fucking natural earthquakes, man. That's like a fucking heavenly body pushing land in a
What do you mean?
massive ass way.
I don't know about that. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, so if you look at the global Earth,
Mm-hmm.
there's these massive like land pushes on the coast,
Mm-hmm.
and people can think that's like tectonic plates, but it's not that uniform.
But where is it in the
Like
ocean
South
or-
America, if you look at the coast of South America where water meets land, there's like
Okay.
these huge pushes of like land being pushed as if it was like a heavenly body being so close to our Earth that it could push. That's why our land split up. Supposedly, that's why it was one because it was one piece of land, you know.
Like,
And then it did split up. And they talked about Nibiru. Nibiru is a planet that has a different elliptical type of solar system. That's why they're more advanced than us because they have longer days. Their days are like 58 hours compared
But
to our 24.
The Dogon in like I think they're in Mali. I think they basically when the French went down there in like the 1800s, they basically met them and they were like looking at these like pictures they had of the solar system.
Wow.
And they took that shit and then like basically
Yeah.
in the 1970s,
Yeah.
they looked at it again and they're like, holy shit, these motherfuckers had this shit mapped out
Back
exactly
then.
correctly in the 1800s. And the Dogon, their whole mythology is that they say they come from Sirius B. So like, the Cherokee.
That sector. Yeah. Yeah.
The Cherokees also say they come from somewhere else. Like a lot of indigenous people upon the planet Earth refer themselves to other planetary, existence. So it's not really.
It's all Egyptian tombs.
I mean, even if I'm reading a book about Egypt right now, a contribution to civilization, and like, bro, the fact that
They've had it. They had
we
influence.
still can't make pyramids like that.
No.
These fucking pyramids are like mathematically, everything is like this shit is on this axis,
Yeah.
and it's pointed at this star, and it's
It's
like the
right
other
in a
ones-
line with another constellation.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's you think about it,
and
it's
the
like,
energy output from the top of the pyramid, how it emits electricity kilowatts.
I mean,
That is fucking crazy.
but look at all the shit we got now. All this shit fucking Elon Musk is flying into space. They trying to colonize Mars. Motherfucker can't make a pyramid on planet Earth like they did back then. Right now,
There's a pyramid on the moon. You know that, right?
I heard there's one on.
There's pyramids on there. There's
Mars,
pyramids
too.
all over the which shows
I haven't
influence.
seen the ones on the moon.
Well, it's on the other side of the moon because you know how the moon doesn't spin. It's just this weird ass man-made building. Did you know that about the moon? It's just a man-made object. That's what they said, or alien-made object. But it doesn't spin. And it's one of the few objects in space that does that. It just stays facing us one side, and the other side doesn't face us.
I didn't know that. That's weird.
That is fucking weird.
And Trump signed some shit in like before he left. It was basically like they have to do a full reveal on what they know about aliens this month.
You have to release it. But you know, it's only selected from 10 years ago. It's nothing
but still,
recent.
The fact that the government is like actually somewhat, it seems like they're talking about it and discussing it. Like, you know that shit is real, bro.
Oh, it's hella real.
Come on,
You
man.
know what's real?
It's hella real. What's so crazy about it? Just
Hold on,
bacteria
hold on.
going by a sun? That's like, it's like happening everywhere.
It's
you
weird
know?
because our whole system is based on humans are the apex. So
That
if
is so
you introduce
misconstrued.
another motherfucker that's iller,
I just want to say this.
then you have to readjust religion, everything like
Religion, yeah.
like everything has to change in accordance with like if there's a new being that's more evolved.
I feel like we're aliens. You know that, right? The whole missing link, the whole how no animal attacks really devour us cleanly. Like, why do they pick off
Say
other
that again?
animals?
No animal what?
Like, okay, like, let's say this. Okay, look. Well, there's these many human beings.
I'm trying to stay on.
Hold on, there's these many human beings on the earth, right? There's like 8 billion, right? There's only like so many shark attacks a year, right?
Okay.
And when the shark attacks, you know how they attack? They don't eat you.
They just bite you.
They
one
bite,
time.
and it's almost like, oh, what the fuck was that? That was disgusting. And it's, do you ever see like how animals greet us in the forest, or when when animals greet us in the forest, it's crazy, bro, because they greet you like this, like.
Hold on.
What the fuck is that?
How did
Like
the shark get
other animals, they prey, they might sniff, they get curious, they want to go fuck with it.
And then the
More
shark
times
goes-
than not, other animals, big or small, they look at, what the fuck is that?
For what, a shark?
They just look at it and they smell us and they just know we're just not from this earth, man. And if you look at all the signs, our chroma magma brain skipped an evolutional process. It skipped the whole evolutional process on how to counteract thinking. You know what I'm saying?
No.
How did that happen? Where's the missing link at? There's just a missing link out there.
No.
You know, it just seemed like we were just kind of made from apes to pick gold, because gold is really hard to extract out of Earth, and gold makes these huge technological advances when you use it in hardware. So if you're trying to do interplanetary space travel with shit like that, you need gold. You need these minerals to.
What are you reading and watching, bro? What are you getting all this information from?
I
man?
hang out in Oakland a lot.
No.
Yeah.
That's not the reason. Where are you watching and getting this information
People
from?
just vote.
What? I hate that word. Where you
Just people.
Yeah,
you reading
who
books or
is
you
your-
watching
who's
videos?
your-
A
on
lot of it's
YouTube?
just different information, and then I make my own assessment. You know,
I think, man,
it's just a theory. I'm not saying I'm hella % accurate.
feel
I'm
you.
just coffee talk.
I mean,
fun.
I've been on that vibe like a long time. I've had experiences in my life too that I don't really feel like divulging on this shit right now.
Cool.
But like to the point where
I'm not
like,
crazy, man.
No, to the point where like,
Yes,
bruh,
you
like
are.
we only witness a certain spectrum of the light frequency. Cats and dogs see more than us and hear more than us. So there's more versions of reality than we witness, but we say we know everything about reality. That's bullshit. It's just not true.
That's deep.
So like when you think about, I feel like aliens. I was talking to my acupuncturist about this shit this morning. I was like, yo, they're gonna do the reveal this. And he was like, yeah, aliens exist. He's like, they just live in different dimensions. There's different realms that they exist in.
Thank you.
and
That's
they
why you can
come-
see them out of the corner of your eye, because light reflects differently out of the corner of your
or
eye.
he was saying like, even spirits. You know what I'm saying?
something
Which you can see out of the corner of your eye, because light reflects differently out of the.
And-
something
unless
could be in your
unless
eye.
you're open, but like
Yeah, accepting.
I think these things are real, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We painted ourselves as the whatever, like, you know, even the corona shit, like, do this, do that, do this, do that. And a motherfucking Madagascar come with a cure and they totally dismiss it because, you know what I'm saying, whatever reason. But it's like, you motherfuckers don't want to cure the shit, or do you? Because they said their shit is 99.5%. It
Curable.
works.
Yeah.
But you totally dismissed it and you told motherfuckers to wear a mask and do all this other shit. Now you got a vaccine, everybody's coming outside. But motherfuckers in Madagascar in April last year was like, yo, we got some shit. Fuck, every African nation leave the fucking World Health Organization because they dismissing us because we not in France. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Wow.
like, you say you know everything going on, But then, like, why are motherfuckers like Dr. Sebi getting killed for practicing natural fucking medicine with food?
That was fucking weird.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you say you know everything. Not you.
No.
I'm just
Yeah, I
saying
get it. Yeah.
society.
He's saying you. He's saying
And so
No,
when
that's how
when
you
you talk
talk to
about
me.
aliens and spirits and all this shit, like, in my perception, it's better to leave the fucking book open and be willing to learn. And maybe some shit exists that may make you uncomfortable, than to be like, I know everything. This is how it is. Then you a stupid motherfucker in my book.
Facts. Dr. Sebi talked about the acidity in your body and that could kill all shit. They don't want to preach that right now.
Acidity?
Well, like he talked about
alkalinity.
Alkalinity, sorry. Sorry, alkalinity in your body.
What is that?
It's like foods that increase this, I don't know how you call it, but I think of them as acids that help eat bad things in your body, and like fruits and vegetables do that.
You know, like pH, like 7 is like
Yeah.
clean water, and then when you go up, like above 7, it becomes alkaline. When you go below 7, it becomes more acidic.
Okay.
So they say that he basically says that all acidic shit basically creates inflammation in the body. All disease is inflammation in the body.
Yep.
So don't drink that.
Well, no, he's just saying
just
like these
stay away from
foods,
greasy, salty foods.
meat, foods,
Got it.
drink,
Eat vegetables.
hella shit.
He's cured AIDS.
You know,
He's cured hell of types of cancer.
Can't you do all that with fasting?
It's all about nutritional intake. So you can fast, but you can't fast off in and out.
I mean, fasting.
You gotta
is not-
nutritionally
fasting
take
is
care of
not-
yourself.
Fasting is not eating though.
It's intermittent or it's periodic, but
I'm just saying,
you
isn't
have to
that- isn't it-
nutritionally do yourself right. That's how people can get really sick, by being a vegan
Yeah, I know a
or
cat-
fasting or
someone I know who they fasted and they took golden seal and they got really sick.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
Golden seal
No,
is?
but golden seal, that's like added to your body is something you don't need.
No, golden seal
a
basically
flushing, right?
it kills hella
We
shit.
used to take that shit to pass a drug test.
Yeah,
That's
So,
zinc. I
Why
think
would-
you're thinking
why
of
did
zinc.
they take that? Why did they take that for? They're thinking they was gonna get like.
I don't know. You're
I
fasting.
think he was just trying to clean his body out, but
Like
it,
That's too much.
It went too hard.
That's
like,
too much.
But too much anything on you.
You
don't
need
do
food.
tests. Yeah.
You need food. You
Food's okay.
just can't have too much of it.
Be a breatharian out here.
So hey, B,
I've never heard of that one. I gotta use that.
So B, I was listening to y'all on your little trip. So you saying animals is aliens? I didn't understand. I was trying.
Animals is no. I'm just saying
What
the
was
way
y'all talking
animals
about?
look at us. It seems to be that they're just like they're not comfortable with us. Like we're not totally from this planet. Because why would they not eat us more? Why would they not eat us more too when they kill us? You know what I mean?
Funny, bro.
I'm just saying. Maybe I'm crazy, but this is just my observation. I'm not saying they're true.
Do you talk to your dog? Like, do you communicate with nephew?
I talk to him in this little high pitched voice.
You know a little too
dog.
much.
I'm very woke. Hey, I think solar systems are atoms.
Hey, you know who else? Hey, you,
I think solar systems are atoms too. I think atoms are just and they're all the same shit. And solar systems are just atoms for something way bigger. And on the atom, there's fucking like these protons and nucleons flying around each other, and on them there's a little bacteria, and those little bacteria have single cell mates, and they probably look like us, and they're growing, and they're fucking, and they're trying to get a new convertible on the atom.
I wish you were this detailed with Pro Tools.
I would. Then I get
wish.
booked a lot.
I wish Bleeve. You going in right now. I like this whole lane. I've never seen this side of you.
Well, you never let me go in. When you go in, you just get really
No,
loud.
brought it out.
But now Zumi's here. You know he woke, and then I'm sorry, you don't like that word, but
It's all good though.
he's aware. And
So speaking of studio shit,
See?
let's. I want to take a field trip, bro. You remember I used to be at Infinite Studios?
Yeah.
Michael Denton.
Yeah.
How do you feel? I want to do a field trip with all of
do it.
us and bring all the.
try to take my instant to another studio, man.
What?
Well, more
What's
budgeted
wrong
than
with-
I am.
Mike Denton spot?
What's wrong with you?
Alameda.
Yeah, he got stories,
tell
too.
Brian about Infinite Studios, or do you have any? You know what I'm saying? What you know about it?
He just like a fucking. I mean, this dude is a serious OG. Like he been in hip hop since
Go.
the beginning of hip hop.
I
Like,
got 5 on it.
He's done your
Tupac.
albums over
I
there.
mean, he's mixed some shit for me.
Okay.
But you've been in this
I
lab.
just been and I like the stories, man, because like he was
Yes.
doing shit even way before 5 on it, like
Tupac,
just
MC
old
Hammer,
school
MC
shit.
Hammer. He goes back to
Bay
Hammer.
Area hip hop.
Yeah, he's a
This
legend.
is an
I know.
old school white dude.
Yeah.
And like
Yes.
he been there the whole time.
He's part of the culture.
He
Michael
definitely
Jackson.
part of the culture. I mean, he's helped shape the culture. Like, when we talking about Bay Area hip hop,
This is a clip.
he been a
Tag
part of
Mike
all of
Denton,
it. You know what I'm
Infinite.
saying? So
Yes.
I like just talking to him and hearing what he got to say, man, because it's like the perspective is he was around before I was fucking with it.
And I want to add that, like, he goes back to, like, with Sway, High Tech, like, they was like this, buddies. They was like, and with Michael Denton, that people don't know, he was the first motherfucker ever, because he's a performer, you know, he's in the church and all that. The first motherfucker to create a MIDI controller and start doing his keyboard, drum machine, and be playing and singing on tune.
See, I didn't know
and he was a one-man band, the first motherfucker to ever do that, like, I don't know who he performed it for, but he was doing that shit.
I didn't know. That's
cool, man.
And so he would tell me that story because, you know, that's my sensei. You feel me? Michael Denton, for people who don't know, like, I ended up interning over there, and that motherfucker, the timing was right, and I happened to be there for the whole hyphy shit and engineered everything. But the shit that I learned from him was, bruh, this motherfucker taught me gospel.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? R&B.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you start learning all these genres of shit that you would never ever fucking listen to, and you start fucking hearing it through like how they sonically EQ all this shit will change your game on how you look at your whatever your craft is, whatever your art is, and you're gonna start adding like some gospel shit to your rap. You feel me? Because it's exposure. And this shit's deep, man. Like, to see all this gospel, how they really get down and they layer the vocals and shit. I started doing that with my hooks, and it changed the game.
For real.
Gospel's amazing.
So.
But yeah, I want to take all the interns there. You feel me? I know B. Make sure he signs the pass, because he's, you know what I mean.
A non-affidavit, like,
And
or a non-disclosure. What am I signing here?
You need to go and you can't talk. And
I can't talk.
You need to be like me. Everyone got to be.
You
like
want me to have my hands forward and look down at my shoes or something?
I want you to have a
or?
notebook with a pen, like how we used to do, and have to be a fly on the wall and just lock shit in, and learn. And let Michael Denton code. I would love that.
I'm so not a Michael Denton. I can't teach anything like that.
You don't have
I
to
just
teach,
look at Instagram.
you run a studio.
Talk about
so
aliens.
You're gonna soak up
He wants to elevate you, man.
That's good. I just talk to my crew about aliens and shit. And get all weird. But I'll try that. I'll try that whole inspirational technique shit. I'll try that.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all gravy.
And you know what I think we should, you know, in that barber room, I think we need to make a video editing suite.
A video editing suite? We'll do that up here. We'll make a video editing corner
This is
right
podcast. It's always gonna be booked. Don't look at
No,
it
but
like
they can
that.
just edit right there in the corner. No one will look at them.
Stop being so Asian.
We got a barbershop we're putting in here, man. Got a little barber going in the hair, man.
What's up with the you speaking on the crypto and the NFTs and all that shit?
Yeah.
On that shit real quick.
So, do you have any crypto?
Yeah, I do a little bit.
So crypto's the future, and here's why. I think they're gonna look at paper one day in 20 years and be like, "Dad, remember like, you guys used to have paper?" And I'm like, "Yes." And then she used to have numbers on it, and we used to just trust that it was the right kind of paper. How'd you know it was the right kind of paper? Well, you'd feel it. You'd feel it. Yeah, you'd feel it. You would know if it's real or not, you know. And you have to go around, you change it. Like, what if someone needed? What if something cost $7.22? How'd you get your money? Well, like, yeah, I don't know. You either it was a store that gave you change in these metal coins, but if not, you just gave them 20.
Don't you think it's weird though, the timing, like the adoption of this shit, like is basically.
Well, it was out there for a long time.
Of course, but it's
Silk Road.
Of course, we live in the fucking Bay Area though,
Yeah.
so it's different. But global adoption of this shit,
It's coming. I seen it. It's the future.
It's already underway. But I'm just saying, it started happening in 2020.
Well, government doesn't like cash.
Yeah, because look,
They don't like cash.
Because of COVID. You see that?
That's what I'm trying to allude to.
COVID bumped it up. Here's why. Because when COVID happened, here's what happened. The U.S., 40% of the cash that circulates in the U.S. right now was printed in the last 3 years. But that's also because of all the new blue hundreds. They are changing cash, so a lot of cash gets circulated out. So that's why a lot of it does get printed up. But that's the thing about fiat currency. You print it up and say your kid's kid is going to work that taxable hour in the future. That's why we're printing this shit now. That shit goes down. When we buy crypto, it's just some crazy nerd math formula, and it shows right fucking then and there what you invest in, how it reflects in the value. That's why it's the future. In the future, we're not going to be given ones and five. That's just like we're going to be moving. You already said we're moving faster, right? Music and ideas and thoughts, but the money hasn't. Okay, but that's very expensive because that's fiat. So they're taxing you, and the fees are adding up. But in the future, why not trade a currency that could rise in value due to the people's belief in it? It's just like a thought. We all believe in it. We all invest in it. We can rise from it. And it's not government adopted yet.
It's on the way though.
They're gonna have their own government centralized blockchain, and that's the one we should invest in. You should be ahead of the curve because that's what happened with the euro. Remember the euro? You were around for the euro.
Sure.
You remember how they talked about the euro? They discredited the euro. We talked hella shit about the euro and said it's worth nothing. And then in a year, it became worth $2 to our one.
But not now.
Not now, but then you had this influx of eBay customers from Europe buying up hella shit from America because it was half price because of the euro.
Yeah, but that was just a moment though.
But it was due to circulation, popularity. You had to trade your dollars in for the euro, right? And then it went out because it didn't get adopted as heavily. That's not going to happen with crypto.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like I'm into it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of upside to it.
Right.
I'm just talking about 2019. They basically started changing laws to make it easier to adopt in 2020.
For sure.
Then in 2020, the globe gets shut down.
Yeah.
Crypto drops.
Yeah.
And then it just starts going like this.
Well, it's a whale sport.
But now all the big whales are insurance companies, hedge funds, all these people are buying this shit up.
Banks are too. That's
in
scary.
2020. So it's just interesting. Like this shit, I don't think this shit was by mistake. I don't think coincidence really exists.
The way AI is coming, blockchain, it's the technology. It's blockchain technology, meaning if I spend this dollar, it don't say it touched you. But for the future, we're going to need that because the government wants to know who's fake and who's real, who's a crook and who's polite, who's legit and who's not. And crypto does that without them even realizing it does that. It does that. That's why they need to implement it. And there's going to be more crypto that we can use that's decentralized, that hides it from them. And there's a lot of ways to manipulate crypto and use it, but it has this ability.
Which is another thing, because
we need in the future.
Anonymous is getting at Elon Musk recently. Have you seen this?
I haven't.
You haven't
so
seen
they're
that?
going after Elon Musk? They're saying they're going to expose shit?
Yeah, because they're basically like, yo.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome, man.
They're basically like, yo.
They're a good group. I like it.
I don't know. They're basically like, yo.
They're anarchists.
Oh, the anonymous video. They went bad on him.
Recently.
Yeah, I saw
a day ago. But they were basically like, yo. You're trolling the common man. Like the common person is trying to get involved in crypto and he's basically like,
you're robbing
Dogecoin to the thing. Bitcoin's bad for the environment. And you see the fucking, you say blockchain can't be fucked with, but this dude says one thing on the internet, on Twitter, and prices drop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they're basically like, yo, you come from South Africa, you
Well, you heard of McAfee, right? You remember the guy that used to own the antivirus software?
Okay, nah.
He was doing it in
2000.
So McAfee owned this antivirus software sold to the government, but in 2018, I was into crypto when no one even knew about it, and I was explaining it, right? I was buying Doge at fucking 0.0006 cents.
Okay.
And basically, they had Robert McAfee, the only influencer that would say, hey, this crypto's going up, buy it, and people would buy it. So he was doing it then. It is a sport where it's so new. It's the wild, wild west of currency. If you got a following, you say, go buy it, people will buy it. If you have a coin and you have enough initial people that will invest in that coin just because it's a Zion coin, people don't know what the fuck is Zion, but they'll see it, they'll have it for some value, and they'll buy it too. It's fucking crazy.
But that's the side of it that's like, okay, this motherfucker can change his mind, and now you lost 10 racks?
Yeah, it's awesome.
You know
it's
what
kind
I'm
of beautiful. But you can also make a lot more. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying it's both sides. It's yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? It's not without the other side.
The mass will always get fooled. You can't stop that. You have to be smart.
Yeah,
you have to be smart. But look, 2018, I bought 5 coins at $55. They were $11 each. It's called a Binance coin because I felt Binance was going to be the biggest.
300 something.
It hit 600 one time. I had 6 racks in my account from $50.
Yeah.
If anything, it's a financial vehicle, and Elon Musk did say it was that. And you got to use it smart. You got to play with it smart, but you'd be a fool to just look back. Because I was told about Bitcoin was $200, and the guy was trying to explain to me, and I said, bro, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard about. But he was buying pounds of meth online and getting it, and it was weird from rated people.
Yo,
5-star rated people selling 5-star rated drugs. It was weird, man. Silk Road.
The Bitcoin was the bodies,
Silk Road.
The bodies were on the motherfucking dark web.
Yeah.
And so my bodies, they probably bought over 200 coins and got the ooh for it.
Yeah.
And if
Smart.
they would have kept those 200 coins, no, they had to use that to buy the shit.
Oh yeah.
If they would have kept that, and no one knows.
No one knew.
They would have been. They came like $3 million.
2016, you were gonna buy Bitcoin. You would look at people stupid, like, what the fuck? You have to spend 20 minutes explaining what that is in 2016. You had to spend 20 minutes. Like, I just don't get it. Everything gets hacked, bro. And we're in 2020, and they say I got hacked. That's the only reason why I believe in Bitcoin. It still hasn't gotten hacked through AI, through Anonymous, through all the Russians out there.
Yeah.
It hasn't been hacked yet. That's why it has value for me.
Okay, hey, real quick on the hack shit.
There's always a first.
Hey, real quick on the hack shit. So you've seen how they hacked that gas?
That's crazy. That's
what?
Russians.
Okay, so they hacked something for the gas.
There's like there's a gas company.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, check this out.
That was the Russians.
They really hacked it because they said they only got like 2M for that.
No, you think they're gonna tell you what they got? If they tell you what they got, then you'll have all the hackers doing that.
No, check this out.
And shutting down our infrastructure.
This is why I don't believe none of this shit.
It was way more than two. It was hundreds of M's. They said.
Gave everybody this stimmy. They give them all this bread. Who owns all this gas shit? The people in the government. They own the Bushes and all that. Don't they own all that gas shit?
They have a big stake in it. They don't own all of it, but they have a big stake.
They all tapped in.
They make money when
They all tapped in. I'm thinking, this is my theory. They gave the stimmy up and they said, "Cool, we gonna shoot you." It's like a front.
It's still running. We have battery.
And they motherfucking raised. They acted like the gas. What the fuck? Who gonna hack gas? And how's that gonna fuck up all the gas for the whole world, for the U.S. to where it goes up to $5 a gallon?
Yeah. Everything went up just now, bro. I mean, I don't know if
How
my
is that
person
hacked all of a sudden when they could have been hacking this shit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
I feel they did just give their stimmy back.
You gotta question it though.
They running their stimmy back.
And that's the thing. Like, I think with the cancel culture, not to go backwards, but like, if you sit up here and say these things that we're saying, like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, if you taking the spoon from the motherfucking master's thing and like eating it and like you don't question what's on the spoon, over and over and over throughout your whole life, like. You have to question this shit, bro, because we're stepping into a place where it's like this shit is unknown now. All this all this AI shit is fucking unknown. The singularity shit they talk about possibly or probably gonna happen. Like this is the unknown, bro.
Oh, bro. I just interviewed an AI guy from a company yesterday. You want to know what his product was?
What?
They got a fucking machine that'll go into an office, look at a paper, sync sheet by sheet, put it into a file Word document. If it's tax related, it'll start filing your taxes. If it's account related, it starts filing your account shit. If it's this, it'll start loading it to the web for you. I was like, this is scary.
I met that guy, and you know what? I gave him some bread. We're making an app.
Yeah.
So all the bitches, it's called Unfiltered. So every bitch that has a filter on her face, I put her on the and
it just unfilters now.
We're gonna keep it organic, baby. Yeah. Like we in person. I don't want to do.
That's a negative app,
man.
FaceTiming
me with the filter on it. Like who is you really?
The soft ass light and shit.
Who is you?
Sparkles on the eyes.
You can't even see what the fuck going on. They got lashes now. The filter giving them lashes.
The lash game is crazy. You seen all girls look good now because they got lashes.
No, they don't. This shit look like caterpillar on there.
It's a little strange for me. Look, it's because it's getting bigger every year. The lashes.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. That's the Pried Rice.
That's the Pried Rice.
So you know why we call it the Pried Rice podcast show?
Let me know.
Because you could put anything in Pried Rice.
That's right.
And that's what we just did.
Yeah.
We put anything in this
Everything and anything.
Aliens and NFT, man.
I want to say Zumbi.
That's good right there.
Zionai. You made B come out of his eggshell. This is the most chatty patty he's been ever on the podcast. And he's never leaked any of these scientific.
Knocking me in one way or the other. It's crazy.
It's like very interesting. I'm very excited to see this side of you. I'm proud of you.
I'm coming out. It's a coming out part. I'm always like this now. Why are you showing off in front of Zumbi, man?
Week, so you could come out. It's good.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
That's low
I'm
blood.
glad to
Go
see
buy some more jewelry, Nump, all right?
I got you.
Just
With some NFT. After I buy some NFTs. Hey, well, real quick, the reunion is Zion. The reunion is Zion. Hey, shout out. You know, one of my twins' name is Zion.
Is that right?
Oh, mamas.
My youngest is Zion too. So
there you go. So Zion.
Yes, sir.
Zion.
Love y'all, man. Peace, man.
Zumbi, shout out, man. We out, boy.
Easy.
Animals are aliens. That's
True, they are. They look at you. They go, "Oh shit, the fuck is that?"
What the fuck?
And they're ready to cut.
Crazy, man.
So what's up with bestiality?